y'all doing? It's Wednesday, baby. Hump day. We're making it through the week. I'm telling you. Yes, the camera's at a little bit different angle today. Just moved the camera over a few feet. Thought I'd give y'all a little something different to look at than the same old crap you always have. My face. Sorry about that. Can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear, I've been told, so you're stuck with the face. But, hey! Anyway, how you like that shirt? That shirt was sent to me a while back ago by Wendy Spalding of Palm Beach, Florida. And it's the Mar-a-Lago shirt. You know, down there at Trump's place, down there at the Bribe Collection Center, where it says, golden sunshine, golden showers, and fine Russian hospitality. That's what you'll find at Mar-a-Lago. Plenty of them Russians, baby. Them Russians are all over the freaking place. And old Donnie Jr. there has done got his ass in a sling. The smart boy that he is, well, he released all of the emails that he got from the Russians, saying, hey, Donnie Jr., we've got some stinking crap on Hillary Clinton, and the Russian government wants to help your daddy get elected, so why don't you come over here and meet? And what did Donnie Jr. said? He said, I love it. I love it. That's what Donnie Jr. says. The turd doesn't fall far from the ass it was shit from. He's just like his daddy. He will freaking lie his teeth off. He'll make bullshit up. It's pitiful. It's pitiful. He's just like his daddy. High quality person, his daddy called him. He's innocent. He's a high quality person. Are you shitting me? He's the same kind of turd you are. You're going to tell me that your dumbass son gets an email from somebody identifying themselves as part of the Russian movement, and he wants to have a meeting, but we're not going to tell you with who, and he calls his brother-in-law, Jared Kushner, and Paul Manafort, the cotton-picking campaign manager for Donald Trump, to have a freaking meeting in Trump Towers, as I understand it. I'm not sure of the place of the meeting. I think I read it was in Trump Towers. I'm not sure. But all of that shit, and guess who didn't know about it? You got Donnie Jr., you got Paul Manafort, Jared Kushner, oh, Donnie Boy's favorite boy. And Donnie Dickhead didn't know anything about the meeting? Yeah, you know he's full of shit, and you know he's lying. You know he is. He didn't know about the meeting. But that's okay. Oh, Pensy Boy is taking the same stance. Hey, I don't know nothing. I don't know anything of what Trump's doing with the Russians. Leave me out of this. I don't want to talk about it. Cheap-ass Pence ain't got balls either. He ain't got no courage to stand up to Donnie. Nobody does on the Republican side, and that's what's pitiful. Yeah, I miss Obama. I miss the integrity that man gave us. And replaced by what? A scum-sucking liar? Yeah, there's a whole batch of them. Pence, I don't know anything. I didn't see it. I don't know. I didn't hear it. The dignity of the GOP has just fallen off the edge of the earth. They don't give a shit. They have allowed this man to step into their party and represent the Republican view, and he is a scum-sucking lying dog. And that's okay with the Republicans, because the Republican Party is full of scum-sucking dogs. Steve King, we've talked about him. He's out of the 4th Congressional District of Iowa. He's the sucker that puts the rebel flag on his desk, proudly proclaiming himself to be a racist asshole by displaying that flag. He's also the one that reminded us that only white Christians would ever be able to rebuild civilization if anything happened. It had to be the white people, because nobody else has any sense. That's old Steve King. That's the guy out of Iowa. And now he's talking about he wants to take $1.6 billion from the SNAP program. That's food assistance, people. That's for people who are going hungry so they don't have to. He wants to take that money out of there for the wall, for the Trump wall, the bullshit wall that is not going to be built. But people like Steve King, he wants that wall. He's an asshole. You know, I wrote down several... Oh, I got to remember this. I'm glad I picked that up. Look at there. Kathy Larkin, she went to a planned protest rally, and they were handing out those stickers right there. And Kathy sent one to me, and I appreciate that. Kathy runs that site, Let's Remember to Never Forget. She does a good job. She's always posting on our side, and we appreciate her help. I got all my ass wipe paper over here. I got my little Donnie doll over here. And anyway, we just switched it up. But anyway, getting back to King, I want to read a few things that King has said in the past. This scum-sucking racist said, for every one who is a valedictorian, there are 100 out there that weigh 130 pounds, have calves the size of cantaloupes from hauling 75-pound bales of marijuana across the desert. Well, I did the math out of that. There's about 30-something thousand high schools in the United States. Well, you got to figure that's 30,000 valedictorians. Well, you do the math on that, and that's 3 million illegal immigrants with calves the size of cantaloupes hauling 75 bales of marijuana across the desert to get in the United States. He's a dumbass. No, buddy, they put it on trucks, they build tunnels, they do all sorts of shit. Build a wall, they'll build a ladder. How about that shit? Oh, but that's not a deal for King, because King is the one that recommended that we not only build the wall, but that we electrify the fence. That way anybody who touches it gets the shit knocked out of them. And that's good with him because, oh, King, he says, well, you know, we do that with cattle. Yes, we do a lot of shit with animals that we don't do with people, King. We don't prod them with cattle prods, King. Although I think he'd like to. He really would. He'd like to take a cattle prod to some immigrants around this country. I have no doubt of that at all. Anyway, he says that the argument that diversity is our strength has never been backed up by logic. You have never heard a more racist asshole than this guy, Steve King. Iowa, that's where he's from. I don't know where the hell he's buying his corn at up there, buddy, but try a different flavor. I don't know what your shit is. Never been backed. Our diversity is our strength. This melting pot of America, where everybody came from everywhere else, is what makes our country strong, but not the King. Not him. Oh no, it's all about the white people to him. The border wall, electric fence. Yeah, let's do that there, King. Let's electrify the shit out of them if they try to come over across our border. I don't care if a kid gets killed or something on electric fence. Fuck that shit. He don't give a shit. Yeah, where's the dignity of the GOP party? It's gone down the tubes. They've sold their party out to a bunch of racist assholes, to a demagogue up there, a narcissistic asshole to run this country. You know, I don't want to miss this little thing I wrote over there that Steve King said the reason that we ought to take that 1.6 billion from the SNAP program is because it would also address the obesity epidemic. He thinks that if we take away the food for the kids, well, that'll solve that obesity problem. And you know, he's right. If you take away food from people, they starve to death. Yeah, you asshole. He said he would even go as far as to throw another $5 billion on top of the 1.6 for the wall. How disgusting is that? They're willing to throw this country into the tubes, denigrate anybody on Medicare, take away their food stamps, take away anything they want for his glorious wall. That's what they want. His wall. His disgusting wall. Well, that wall's for disgusting people. But all this shit up in Russia, now Donnie Jr.'s got his ass in a sling about Russia. Oh, he went on Hannity's show on Bullshit Mountain on Fox News because he knew he would find shelter in Hannity's show. Because Fox News would be sympathetic to Donnie Jr.'s treasonous behavior with meeting with Russians, because that's okay with Hannity. Hannity didn't ask him about, hey, what wasn't Jared in that office too? Wasn't Kushner there? Wasn't Paul Manafort there? No, Hannity didn't ask any questions. He was just talking about how the left is so mean to him and how the left is getting all upset about this. Yeah, Ted Cruz says there's nobody outside of D.C. that cares about Russia. How about we prove, oh, Ted Cruz, the idiot from Texas, how wrong he is. Yeah, there's a lot of people out here who still care whether their president is a Russian hack, how every one of his team is a Russian hack, how our attorney general has to recuse himself from the case because he's a Russian hack. A whole Russian thing all squared all over the place. And Ted Cruz thinks, That's okay. It's only the people in Washington that care about this, because Ted Cruz does not give a shit how much the Republicans collude with Russia, make deals with Russia, and come up with a security defense for our country with Russia. It's all okay with Ted Cruz. It's okay because Ted Cruz doesn't give a shit. He's just like Trump. He wants the money. Remember when he was against Trump? Oh, evil Trump, evil Trump. And then when Trump became president, ooh, let me kiss your ass, let me kiss your ass. That's Ted Cruz. He ain't got no huevos. He's a pussy. We need to get his ass out of Texas because he disgusts this state. He's a disgusting person. Congressman Phil Rowe from Tennessee. This story came out of the Military Times. Well, what does he want to do? Well, this little dick wants to charge U.S. military members. He is introducing a bill to take $100 a month out of our servicemen's pay to make them qualify for the GI Bill of Rights. The GI Bill, like putting your life on the line, ain't enough for this asshole. He wants you to pay for your benefits. He's just like every stinking Republican. It's all about the money for them. He doesn't give a shit how many of those kids have to go over there and face death. No, he don't give a crap. Pay up. We don't owe you nothing. That's what he's saying. That the country does not owe our veterans anything. That's what that is. That's disgusting shit that the Republicans keep doing. And then you try to tell me you wave the flag and call yourself a patriot. No, the Republican Party has become anything but a party of patriots. They're a party of traitors. Every damn Republican congressman and senator up there gets up every day and dances around the crap our president has said. The bullshit lies that he said. Oh, I wish he wouldn't have said that, or I wouldn't have said it that way. Well, he said that, but I'm sure he didn't mean. Yeah, he means exactly what he says. He's a lying dick who has tried to divide this country right down the middle for his benefit. And the longer he can keep the rest of us fighting out here, the easier it is for Donnie to steal money. And that's what he's doing. He's nothing but a thief. Even Trey Gowdy, Mr. Benghazi, another one of them ultra-Republicans. Yeah, even he says that the drip of Russia undermines the credibility of the office of the White House. Yeah, the office of the president has lost its integrity with the constant drip of Russian piss all over him. That's what it is. He said the Trump team has amnesia. Yeah, because they can't remember shit. Oh, Jared forgot about that meeting. So did Paul Manafort. It seems like the whole damn Trump team doesn't remember a goddamn meeting from the Russians. But the rest of us are finding out they're all over the place. They're all over the place. Even Morning Joe and Mika last night, and Joe Scarborough were on a TV show last night. He denounced the Republicans. He said he's no longer going to be a Republican. He's switching to independent because he can't stand where the Republican Party has gone. It's gone in the ditch. They've thrown everything, including their religion, in the ditch to follow Donald Trump. And there's a lot of Republicans figuring that out. I seen another story. I didn't read it, but I seen the headline. Trump voters getting disillusioned with Trump's antics, his policies, his lying, his everything. They're getting tired of it, people. They're going to run his ass out. Sooner or later, we need to make it sooner because it's an embarrassment every day. Anyway, size of Delaware. Trillions of tons of ice just broke off Antarctica. And it's going to float out there in the ocean and get in the way of sea lanes. It's going to melt. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Donnie says. Climate change, that's just a bunch of bullshit made up by the Chinese. That's our president. I don't care what subject you talk about. He is an ignorant shit. He, just like the Australians say, he doesn't read anything. He doesn't wish to improve his mind. He doesn't have a freaking mind. Only a calculator to figure out how much money he's getting from his daily bribe centers all across the world. Calls them golf courses and hotels and stuff. But no, they're bribe centers. That's where foreign people come along, dump their money off for him. He's nothing but a thief. He needs to be kicked out of our office. Use the 25th Amendment to remove this disgusting scab off of my country. Get that disgusting asshole out of our house. Anyway, on that note, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I hope I didn't miss anything. I missed old Roy Moore running for Senate down in Alabama. He used to be a Supreme Court judge for the state of Alabama. He's running for Senate down there, and he is putting his notice out there to remind people this is a judge. He says that the Supreme Court does not rule this country. This is a Christian nation, and it is run by God's law. Kiss my ass, Roy Moore. You're a disgusting shit. Keep your foul religion out of my Constitution, please. Anyway, y'all have a good day. I didn't come up with a name today because I haven't written my letter today. I have an idea who we're going to pick, but I want to write my letter and get it ready, and so we can all get on the same page. So tomorrow we'll come up with the new person we're going to write. I hope you took the time to write to Orrin Hatch and get that old decrepit sucker out of there, but let him know what you thought. I saw a lot of letters, so I know he's getting mail. So tomorrow we'll pick a new name, a new address, and a new asshole to write to. In the meantime, Blue Dots around the world, around this country, I so appreciate you all watching every day. The support and the encouragement that you give me pushes me forward every day to try to get this man out of our house. We reach farther and farther every day. So, persistence, baby! Persistence! I'll keep this ugly face up there until we get his ass out. Y'all have a good day. Oh, no, I can't go yet. Like, share, and subscribe. John Burnham of Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube, Twitter, and all that stuff. John Burnham Speaks, but I do want to mention that Sue and Mike Poole over in Yorkshire, England, they sent me a new gift. I showed it to you on the box on the way home the other day. And it is a, let me condense this down a little bit. It's a phallic symbol. It's a phallic symbol because, you know, the British sense of humor is a little more racy than ours over here. And they use that a lot over there in their comedy. But Mike, being a bead maker and whatnot, he made me a phallic symbol, an orange one, about the size, they figure, of Donnie's dick. Now, they took, with this mathematician buddy, I guess, and they took the measurement of his height and his weight and his girth and pushed that into a formulation, taking into consideration the length of his fingers, and they came up with an estimated replica size of Donnie's dick, and they made it orange just so it would be appropriate. And let me see if I can get it for you. This is about the size of Donnie's dick. That's what they figured with all the calculations of measurements and all that. That's about the size and the color of Donnie Dick's dick. And Melania, I don't think you're much of a happy woman. I can understand why you don't even want to hold his hand. Jesus, how could you? Oh, Lord, let's don't even go there. Poor Melania. Let's give her a, poor sigh of relief out there. Anyway, I didn't want to forget that. Y'all have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.